Okay. Yeah. It seems like more attendees will not come. Maybe they will join us later, so let's start. Let's first, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Petr Vozak, and I'm a leader of one of the development teams here at Kentico. My team stands behind different functionality of the whole solution, and e-commerce module, e-commerce solution is one of them. So this is why we are here today, to take a look at the e-commerce functionality, mainly on the e-commerce customization possibilities. First, I would like to mention the agenda of this session. So I divided it to the two main parts. First, I would like to tell you something about the general model of the customization, plus I will mention some basic examples. And the second part will be focused on the calculation process, calculation examples, and shopping cart calculations. So first of all, I would like to tell you the base idea, or the base about the API. So as you know, there are tables, database tables, and concerning our API, we have two classes for each database table. It's info class and provider class. Here in the picture, you can see an example. Here I have CMS user class. It's table. It's table where data of all users are stored. And this table has user info class and user info provider class. So what does it mean? It means that each data row of the database table is represented by info class, in this case by user info class. And the properties of the user info class corresponds to the columns of that table. So this is the abstraction of the one record from that table. And what the provider class is for, it's for the manipulation with info class. Simply, you can use it for updating the data, deleting the data, retrieving the data from that table. So this is the base idea you should know about before going to explanation of the customization model. So database table, info, and provider classes. That's it. That's the base idea. So if you don't have a question, let's move further. Here is the scheme of the customization model in version 6. I've already written a blog post on our DevNet where I mentioned also the previous model in version 5.5 because the customization model in version 6 is different. So if you are not, if you do not, if you haven't read it already, you should, because there are some significant changes, and also I mentioned there how you can upgrade your customization from older versions to version 6. So this webinar will be focused on customization in version 6. However, after you will read my blog post, you will see that it's pretty easy to upgrade your customizations from older versions to version 6. So you don't have to worry about that you haven't tried any customization in a version 6. It's easy. So let's have a look at the customization model. Here is the scheme, what the scheme says. Here you can see the call from the page. In my case, it's a call set order info method from order info provider, and it says that I want to create or update some order. And what's behind that? It goes to order info provider in the cms.ecommerce namespace, and in that provider there is a static public method. It's called set order info, And inside that method, there is a call for set order info internal method. You can imagine that in each provider is provider object. It's here. It's the yellow box, and this provider object has for each method. In my case, for set order info, there is a corresponding method in that provider object. In this case, set order info internal method. It uses internal suffixes for to difference these methods. So one is public statics, which is accessible from the page, and one is protected, which is accessible only when you would like to override it. So you can see that when you call the API from the page, it goes through the provider object to its internal version of that method. And how you will customize such method, you will need to register your custom provider object of the provider you would like to customize. In my case, I want to customize order info provider, so I need to create or register my custom order info provider. You can see it here in green box, in a blue box. So this is my order info provider class, which inherits from order info provider, and it overrides set order info internal method. So I have prepared my provider, and once it's prepared, I can register it, and it's pretty simple, just by one line of code. So as I said before, each provider has provider object inside and it's accessible through the property provider object. So all I need to do is to assign my new order info provider. This is to that provider object. It means the original provider will be replaced and my new customization will take effect in my code then. So here are two steps: create provider which inherits from the provider you would like to customize, and then override the methods you would like to customize, and finally register your new provider. So quite simple. I will show you the okay, just wait a minute please. Okay. So are there any questions concerning the model? Okay. Any questions? So let's move further. I would like to show you the example of this customization. And I have prepared two simple customizations. They are focused on working with customer and order providers. First customization is about adding some starting credit to each new customer, and the second customization is about adding specific amount of credit to each customer or to each customer after he makes an order. So first, so what you can see here, it is a web project which is delivered with the Kentico CMS installation. So I've opened it in Visual Studio. Here in app code, CMS modules, e-commerce samples folder, there's a lot of e-commerce customization examples. Some of them are delivered in version 6. Some of them are new, will be included in version 7. So here are also examples which are already prepared for version 7. So I will go through them with you also. So first, let's have a look at the first example. and it's about customer and adding credit to each new customer. As I said before, there is a customer info provider. Here it is, and this is my customer info provider. It's my name. You can name it my customer info provider or my provider. It's up to you. The important part is that it needs to be inherited from the original provider, in this case from customer info provider, and I would like to override set customer info internal method, which is called anytime the customer is inserted or updated. So this is data of the customer which should be inserted or updated. So first I need to set the flag which says whether the customer is updated or inserted. I can get it from the customer ID, which is set only if the customer is already created. So if the customer ID is 0 or less or than 0, it says that this customer is new. So it's creation of the customer. So first I need to get this flag, then perform the standard action, meaning mention that here is called the standard action through base dot and the name of the method. So this is the base behavior, and here I added some custom functionality, like if the customer is new, create credit record with some properties like event name, event date, description, identifier of the customer the event belongs to, of course amount of credit, 100 credit, and site ID of the event. This helper method is used because each site can use either site credits or global credits. So this method simply look at the settings and returns 0 if the site uses global credit, or specific, or site ID if the site uses site-specific credits. So it's just only about setting site ID, and finally set credit info. So as you can see, it's quite simple. Of course, you can imagine a lot of completely different customizations. This is only an example, and you should always realize, or the first step you need to always realize is to identify the method you need to override if you want to customize some action. In my case, that was the action after the customer is created, so you need to think about the method which should be customized. In my case, it was set customer info internal. Once you find the method, it's easy to override it. So here is my custom customer info provider and its implementation, and how you will need to register it now, and it can be done through the sample e-commerce module class. It's also prepared in your web project, so you don't have to create it. All you need to do is to register your custom provider here. Here I have already prepared the registrations, so all I need to do is to uncomment this line. As you can see, is assignment of my new custom provider to the provider object of the original provider. So once I do it, my customization is enabled and is used. So now when I go to CMS desk, e-commerce, one important thing is that why you should use customization through the API. The question is simple. The answer is simple because the API is, if you do it in the API, it's used anytime the API is called. If you do it in the page, you need to do it in the page in CMS desk. You need to do it in shopping cart process when the customer is also created. So I strongly recommend you to do the customizations in the API directly if it is possible. So customers. Here I will create my new customers. Let's say test, create. Of course, this credit tab is visible only to register customers. So I can register my customer now. As you can see, here is my credit. So this record was created by my custom code in setCustomerInfoProvider method. Here's the question. I will copy it to the screen to let's copy. Okay, here's the question about the customizations from the DLL or how it affects James Bohr is worried about the requirement of rebuilding DLL's files once the code is changed, or the references will no longer correspond with the version number of the DLL files. So if you do the customization in version 6, let's say, you can do it in app code, and you don't have to be afraid that your customization will not work in version 7. So it's easier for you to do it directly in a web project without creating any DLL files, because one important thing is that you will not need to rebuild it after any change in your customization, and the other thing is that you will not rebuild it when you will upgrade to the new version. So if you do it in web project file, it's okay. Did I answer, James, your question? So I recommend you to doing customizations in app code in web project file without creating any DLS files. Yeah, James. Another question was if it is possible in DLLs. Yes, it is. It is possible. This approach needs to register your custom providers in web config file. It's only about different kind of the registration. So the customization itself is completely the same, and this way of registration is described in my blog post. So it's only a few codes, a few lines of code. Nothing. It's not difficult. So I would like to ask you to read my blog post, and it's clearly explained there. So it's only about the different kind of customization. Okay, so let's move further. So this was the example of the first customization in custom e-commerce provider. Another thing is that customization of order info provider. So the approach is completely the same. As you can see, I've created my own class which inherits from order info provider, and I want to the same approach. First I need to localize my method which I would like to which I need to override to achieve the requested functionality. So I would like to add a specific amount of credit to each new customer after he makes an order. So I need to find the method which creates an order, and it's set order info internal method, set order info method, and it's a version which can be overridden. It's set order info internal, and that's it. So again, I need to obtain a flag because I would like to add credit only when the order is created, not when the order is updated. So again, I need to obtain a flag whether it is new order, then perform the standard action like add or update an order, and when the order is new, and let's say for example when the total price of the order was 1,000, in this case it's in site main currency, so it can be dollars or euros based on your main currency. So when the order total price is higher than 1,000, then create an event in my credit. It is the very same registration as in a customer info provider in the previous example. So when I'm on the live site or when I'm on the CMS desk, no matter where I am, the order can be created by the customer, by the administrator from the administration user interface, because you did it in API, so there's no difference. This customization will be applied in all cases when the order is created, so that's why it's made in the API directly. Of course, you can imagine another examples, like you can, for example, when the order status was changed from status 1 to status 3, you can send an extra email and other customizations. So it's really up to you. This is only an example how you can typically override the set order info internal method to do some additional actions after the order is created or updated. So this was custom order info provider. I would like to answer to John, who asks if there is a link, if I can post you a link to the post with the explanation of the customization model and the registration for web config files. Yes, of course, I will post it including the presentation and these examples to all your emails after the webinars. So you can find it in the zip package, which will be emailed to you. Okay, so this was the two first simple examples to create an idea how you can work with the customization, how you can register providers. Before we can move further to shopping cart calculations, I would like to ask you if you have any questions about the base idea and the customization model and how it works. Is it clear? Can we move further? Okay, it seems like there are no questions. Oh, I have skipped one slide. This is the link. It's I have added it into presentations as well, so it will be delivered to you with the presentation in the package. So we are here and we did these two examples. And let's move further. Oh. Here it is, shopping cart calculation. If you did some customizations of the shopping cart calculation in version 5 and 5.5 and older versions, you should notice that there is a big method called evaluate shopping cart, and there are no easier ways how to customize only certain part of the whole process, meaning that you can't customize discounts calculation separately or taxes calculation separately. It's quite complicated because there is only one big method which does everything, and this is what we try to improve in version 6, and so we separated the whole calculation process into small parts to deliver you the better customization experience. What you can see is the scheme of the calculation per one product. So in general, how it works. Imagine you have 5 products in your shopping cart, and for each product is evaluated through this scheme. So first you will need to obtain its base price, then the discounts are applied, and finally taxes. Once all the products are calculated through this scheme, then you can make some subtotals like total price of the whole shopping cart, total shipping, and so on. So first you need to go through the evaluation of each item, and this is done through this scheme. So let's have a look at it in more details. So here's the blue bubble. It says get base price. What is base price? As you know, there's a lot of fields in SKUI properties, and one of them is price field, or SKU price. It's just a text box where you can put the number, and the number says the product's price is that number, and it's expressed in the site main currency. So by default, method SKU info provider gets SKU price. It does only simple thing. It returns the value of the number which is stored in that field, in a price field. So it's the default behavior. If you do not want to change it, you can leave it as it is and it will work. However, you can imagine that you would like to have more fields. For example, field with price for VIP customers, field with price for let's say or price based on culture, or price based on order status. So you can, through the system tables I will show you later, create any number of custom fields, and you can, through customizing this method, you can obtain the price from different fields based on the SKU properties. So it will make your life easier in this way. So this method is used for getting base price of the SKU from different fields or from based on different logic. So this is the method you should customize if you think about such customizations. So once you have the base price, you can go further. There are the catalog discounts and shopping cart discounts. What are the catalog discounts? Catalog discounts are the discounts which are applied to the product before it is added to the shopping cart. That's important, before it is added to the shopping cart. So if you apply these discounts to the product, so the discounted price is displayed to the user in the products list. So he doesn't have to put or add the product to the shopping cart to apply the discounts. It's applied automatically, and the price is discounted in the products list. For example, you can imagine the situation when you have VIP customers or different levels of customers, and once the customer is signing, he can see its discounted price directly. So this is the situation when you should use or override get discounts method. How it works? It simply returns the list of the discounts which should be applied. So all you need to do is only populate the list with the discounts. You don't have to care about applying the discounts and stuff like that. Only you need to initial the list of the discounts which should be applied. I will also demonstrate later. So once the catalog discounts are applied to the base price, we have a price after the catalog discounts. After then, sorry, in the same way works the shopping cart discounts. The only difference is that they are applied only when the product is added to the shopping cart. So there is another method. It's located in shopping cart info provider. Its name is the same, but it's in different provider. It's get discounts. It also returns only the list of the discounts, and you don't have to care about applying and stuff like that. So only the list, and it's useful, for example, when you want to apply discounts based on the shopping cart properties, like buy product A, get product B for free or with a certain discount and stuff like that. So I have prepared also examples, and I will show you. So we have price after shopping cart discount, and what now? Now it's time to apply the taxes. So there is another method which is located in tax class info provider, and it also returns the list of all the taxes which should be applied to the product. It's pretty simple to obtain your own taxes for each product, either from the service or based on your own logic. So this is the place where you should put your custom code to receive custom taxes. So once the discounts and taxes are applied, we have a total price for one shopping cart item, meaning for one product in your shopping cart. Here's a question: if it is possible to do this customization also on shipping options based on different properties. Yes, it is. I have also prepared example for shipping calculations. It's possible to calculate shipping based on any data which were collected during the shopping cart process, meaning you can calculate shipping based on billing, shipping addresses based on the shopping cart content, based on customer role, any data. So it's possible, and I will demonstrate it later. So are there any questions concerning the scheme or calculation model in shopping cart? If there are no questions, I would like to demonstrate examples for each of these parts to make it crystal clear. So let's move to the Visual Studio. Oh, this is another question. I will. It's not about the calculation process. It's about the shipping options, restrictions of shipping options based on the user's selected shipping address, meaning that if it is possible to offer only limited number of shipping options in the drop-down list. It is possible, but it's not available through this kind of customization. You will need to customize it directly in the code of the shopping cart process because it's hard-coded in the control, and it's not easy way to do it through the API. So you will need to locate it in the code in the web project file and change the control directly. Okay, so let's have a look at the first case, that is the get SKU price. So I would like to show you the customization of SKU info provider get SKU price to receive a different price based on some product properties or specific condition. So here is my custom SKU info provider. As you can see, it's my class which inherits from SKU info provider as other classes before. So first example is a custom base price based on product properties. So this is that method, get SKU price internal. As you can see, I've prepared several modifications. So first is that this method is also, you can also use it to customize the base price based on the shopping cart data, because you have shopping cart data accessible here also, so you can use them. So the first modification or example says that if the culture of the shopping cart is NUS, return the price from this custom field. If the culture of the shopping cart is Czech, then return the price from this custom field. So how it will work, generally I will add some custom fields through system tables with these names, put the numbers or the prices into these fields, and if the if the customer selects the Czech culture, the price will be returned from this field, for example. Another customization, this is the point 2, says that I will uncomment it to make it readable. Oh, this is not feature in version 6. It's only I've copied the examples from version 7, and this function is not available in version 6. So as you can see, I would like to return the price based on the product status. So this line of code will return my status, the status of the product, and if the status is discounted, then get the price from discounted price field. So this is another option how you can use this. For example, you can have discounted products and their price in special field, and once the status of the product is marked as a discounted, the price will be automatically, through this method, returned from this custom field. So okay, if the price is still 0, meaning that if no customization is applied, or return the price from the default field, or if the customization was applied, return the customized price. It was just the price from the custom field. Of course, it is not only about returning price from the custom fields. You can calculate it or add some extra price to the price which is in your standard box. Just you can imagine any logic here. It's up to you. One thing I would like to show you, if you are not if you do not about it, is how you can create these custom fields. It's quite easy. All you need to do is to go to development or site manager, development. Here are the system tables. System tables is the collection or the list of all tables, database tables, which can be customized through the UI, meaning that you can add your custom fields to these tables. As you can see, there are a lot of e-commerce tables. One of them is e-commerce SKU table. So if you would like to add some custom field to the table, you can do it through this interface. Just click new attribute icon, and here you can put your name, put the name of your new field. Let's say discounted price of this, and that. So I would like to create a special price for English culture. It will be double pursuit number, field caption, English price, input the bonus, text box, and it's all. You don't have to enter more attributes. So now the custom field is created, and when you will go to the products, you can see it. For example, product A and B. Here is custom fields tab. It's normally hidden, but when you add at least one field, it's visible. And here is the list of all your custom fields. I've added only one, so this is my custom field. So let's say normal price is 100, but English price, or the price for all the customers who select English culture, will be 120. And as you can see on the live side, come on. What's up? Oh, here we go. So this is my product A, 100, but once I select English culture, oh, I didn't register my provider. My mistake. So of course you need to register the customization. So once more again. Something wrong with my computer. Okay, so we will check it later. So this was the example of customization based on the SKU properties. So this is the way how you can customize the base price of the product. So we can imagine the usage of this method. Another thing is our discounts. So in our diagram, in our scheme, we did this part of customization, and now we would like to I would like to demonstrate to you the catalog discounts customization. So this method is also located in SKU info provider. It's called get SKU discounts, and it returns a list of discounts which should be applied to the SKU, to the product. As you can see, the thing I would like to achieve is to apply a special discount for the customers who are in VIP role. So, but only for product A. So, how I can achieve that? So first, there's the name of the product. I would like to apply that kind of discount. Here is the default behavior, meaning that you will need to return the default set of the discounts, which should be normally applied to that product. So this is that list of the standard discounts. Here it is, discounts. And if the product name is A, in my case, let's have a look at the user, to the owner of the shopping cart. It's accessible for the cart user info object property. So user info data, or the data of the user, the owner of the shopping cart. And if the user is in VIP role, let's add discount for VIP role. This method is my private method, which ensures creation of the discount and adding it to the list of the existing discounts. As you can see, it's pretty simple. Let's have a look at it in more details. This method only creates the discounts, and the discounts properties are, as you can see, it is class item discount. It's the discount you should use for your custom discounts. It implements item discount interface, so you have a standard set of properties which you can use. So item discount class, this is the name you should remember. And what you can set, what properties can be configured for each discount. Its ID, you can, or you don't have to, you enter it, it's up to you. It's only for the purpose you would like to work with this discount in other methods, or in some logic which where you will need to identify your discount, your custom discounts. For example, if you would like to apply a lot of custom discounts, you can use this identifier, but it's not necessary. So the necessary, or the properties you should always set are the display name, item discount display name. This name is the name of the discount which is visible to the customers on the live side. So you can of course use some localization string to make it translate it to different cultures and so on. So it's just simple text. And item discount value, it's probably the most important property, is the value of the discount. By default, it means the percentage. It's expressed in percentage, meaning 10%. If you would like to make a flat discount, meaning $10 or 10 units in your sidemen currency, you will need to add add this flag. Its item discount is flat, and set it to true. So if I leave it like that, it's 10%. If I add this line of code, it's $10 or 10 units in Simon currency. As you can see, there are also other options like units. By default, the discount is applied to all the units of the shopping cart item. Shopping cart item is just the whole product. Imagine you have a product iPhone in your shopping cart, and there are 3 units. And if you would like to apply this discount to all units, to all 3 units of the iPhone, you don't have to care about this property. It's applied automatically to all units. But if you would like to apply it only to, let's say, 2 units, you can use it and just simply add this or set this property. The current 2 units and other items which can be used. Custom data. Here you can put your custom data of the discounts, which can be later used for your calculation purpose or other logic. It's the collection, name value collection. So you can simply do something like this. Custom data. Then my key. So my key and this. So this is the collection, name value collection. So custom data which can be used in other processing of the discount. There is a lot of, or there are other properties like ID flat. It's global. It's by default it's false, but as you probably know, version 6 comes with a separate data for the site, for each shop or for each store. So you can have either global data or shared data or separate data for each site, and this flag says if the discount is shared or is global, and meaning that it can be shared. So you don't have to care about this attribute when you do not want to make it global discount. Global type, you don't have to set it because it's automatically set to custom discount type, and that's all. So as you can see, creating custom discount, it's pretty easy. So in most cases you will need to set only name and value, because discount is usually percentage, and other thing you need to do is to set its name. And once the discount is created, you need to add it to the existing collection of the discounts which were returned by calling the default method, and that's all. So I've created it, added it to the collection, and the discount is automatically calculated and evaluated together with the default discounts. So let's have a look at it. It's discount for the VIP customers. Oh, here it is. It was John Smith. Yeah, I'm log on. I would like to demonstrate it to you right now. I'm log on as a John Smith, and I can see the discount. This is my base price, 108, and that is what we added, 120. Just some kind of exchange rate, I think. Or there is another customization applied. Discount 10%. Yeah, that's 10% discount. Yeah, because in that provider first there is a apply this customization, SKU price, and I have English, or the English price is used. It's 120. But because I have also overridden the get discounts method and I'm in VIP role, so another customization is applied and it's 10% discount. So 10% from 120 is 12. So the final price is 108, as you can see here. When I will now log off, you can see that the price is 120 because I am in English culture. Oh, smartphones. Oh, it's not translated to Czech culture, so that's not fault of the customization. So as you can see, the price for the English culture is used, and I'm not in VIP role, so 10% discount is not applied. So as you can see, both customizations were applied, and it's quite easy to use it. Okay, so we have seen the customizations of the discounts, of the catalog discounts. And are there any questions about the base price and the catalog discounts and how it works? If there are no questions, I would like to go further and to the shopping cart discounts. Shopping cart discounts, it works in the similar way. So custom discounts based on price. Here we go, here it is. So it's shopping cart item internal. One thing I would like to, if you don't mind, it's the webinar was scheduled for 1 hour, but I would like to show you all the examples. So if you don't mind, we can spend another extra time to demonstrate it all. So we will not stop now, but continue. Okay, so let's have a look at the shopping cart discounts. As you can see, it's in shopping cart item info provider, and its method get discounts internal. It works in the very same way as the get discounts in SKU info provider. It returns the list of the discounts, and it works in the very same way. So here's my list of the default discounts which are applied to the shopping cart, to the product in the shopping cart, meaning to the shopping cart item, and based on the product name. So if it is product A, add another discount to the product A only if there is a product B in the shopping cart. Meaning it's typical situation: buy product A, get product B with 20% discount. This is exactly what this example does. So as you can see, add discounts for bundled purchase. This is my private method, and it's implemented here. So it only checks if there is a product B in the shopping cart. If the product B is found, the custom discount is created. This is its name, product, the discount for bundled purchase of product A and B. The name of the product, the first and the second product are added. This is the value of the discount, and here, as you can see, I would like to apply the discount only to the number of units which are equal to the number of units of product B. For example, if you have 5 units of product A and 2 units of product B, only 2 units of product A will be discounted because there are only 2 units. There are only 2 units of product B. So it depends on the number of units of product B. So once the discount is created, it's added to the shopping cart, to the list of default discounts. So this is the first case, and another discount is based on the role again. So its implementation is in here. So user is returned from the shopping cart. It's checked whether it's in specific role. If he is in the specific role, another discount is added, and it's added to the default discounts. So it's another approach. This is the private method which is trying to, which is searching the shopping cart items based on the SKU number, and it returns the item if the item is found, or it returns null. If it's not found, I'm using it here. So it's only helper method for this example. So as you can see, the main difference is in this line. So the discounted units are based on the units of another product. As you can see, this is the example I would like to demonstrate to you. So I need to. It's a custom shopping cart item info provider. Here. And let's have a look. The project needs to be rebuilt, so it will take some time again. So in the meantime, I would like to show you the customization. Custom shopping cart item info provider. We'll discuss another customization, and it's called order discount. So order discount or order discount, so these are the discounts which are applied to the items separately. So this method is not included in this scheme because calculate order discount, it's method which is called to obtain the discount to the whole order, not to the separate items. So this method returns only the number, meaning the amount of the discount which is applied to the order total price. So if you would like to apply order total or discounts to the order total price, you should customize this method. It doesn't return the list of all the discounts which are applied to the whole order, but only the number. That's the main difference. So this number express the amount of the discount. For example, if you would like to apply 10% discount for all orders with total price higher than 500, then all you need to do is to first calculate default order discount. This is the default order discount, and then I will try to get the total price. It's here, and in this block I will check the total price of the order. If it is higher than 500, then I will add another discount to the default discount. So the result is my default discount, total price, 10% of the total price is this expression. So result plus another 10%, it's my total order discount. So it's not price after discount, but this method returns the value of the discount. That's important to you need to realize. So another approach can be the extra discounts in certain time. It's 20% discount. Another approach is to it's example of discount based on the discount coupon, because we have only discount coupons which can be used for products, not for the order total price. This is another approach how you can easily achieve this behavior. Just try to get the discount coupon from the shopping cart. It's accessible for this property. If it is not now, it means that the customer already enters the coupon code in your shopping cart, and if it is valid, then get the discount of the discount coupon by this method and add it to the order total price or order total discount. So as you can see, you can calculate the order total discounts based on any logic. So this is another approach how you can apply discounts not to the products but to the order total price. So let's have a look at the previous customization with product A and B in our shopping cart. So here I am, 120, and as you can see, 120 and 200s. Oh, another thing I didn't do is to custom. Yeah, it is 20. Yeah, here it is. My base price was 120, but unit discount is 24 because of this my custom discount. This is the text I've written in my custom code, and this is the value of the discount, 20%. As you can see, it's 20% from the modified price after another customization. So both customization work, of course. And what happens now when I will increase the units of the product A, meaning that only one unit, here is discounted units column visible, and you can see that volume discount for minimum amount of 3 units. This is another standard discount which is in our solution. I have added it to product A in user interface, so maybe I shouldn't use 3 units to make it clear, because the volume discount will not be applied. So as you can see, my custom discounts is applied only to 1 unit because I have only 1 unit of product B. So one item is with $24 discount. Another item is for 120. So total price of 2 items is 216 because one of them is with this discount. So this is how it works. this behavior, and all is done only through that simple customization in the code. No changes in the UI or in the controls. All is done through that customization. Okay, so that was the example of the customization in shopping cart and applying discounts during the shopping cart process. So this part and the taxes. This is the last part. This diagram says that you should customize tax class info provider and customize the taxes for items separately. Usually, if you would like to customize the taxes, meaning that you would like to calculate taxes for the whole shopping cart, that's why you shouldn't customize this method directly, but the method which returns the taxes for the whole shopping cart, not for the separate item, because that method which returns taxes for the separate items works in the way that it tries to find its taxes in the result which is returned by the method which returns the taxes for the whole shopping cart. So the best practice is to override the method which returns the taxes for the whole shopping cart, and this method returns the corresponding taxes for the corresponding item automatically from that custom result of the previous method. So there are two methods for this. Get taxes. One is with parameter shopping cart item, that is one you shouldn't customize, and one with parameter shopping cart info, that is you should customize because it returns the taxes for the whole shopping cart. Here is the example of this case. So get taxes internal, my custom tax class info provider, the input parameter is shopping cart, and as you can see, it returns dataset. Dataset, in version 6 there is no abstraction for this. In version 7 we would like to create some kind of abstraction instead of the dataset, but in version 6 you have only the dataset. So all you need to do is to create a dataset of the taxes for the whole shopping cart. So that's all about it. So let's go through it. Here's the method which creates the table for the dataset. It's implemented here. As you can see, there are several columns which needs to be in that table because they are used for the calculations and other purposes. So you need to use these names. Columns which needs to be there in any time are SKU ID, tax class display name, and tax value. These are the necessary columns. SKU ID because you need to identify the ID of the product the tax belongs to. Tax class display name, that's the name of the tax, and tax value, that's the value of the tax. Meaning that if there is a product which should be with let's say 3 taxes, there should be 3 rows for that product. Each row will have the same SKU ID because all 3 taxes are applied to the same product. Probably there will be a different display name because these 3 taxes are different, and probably there will be different tax value for each of these 3 taxes. So that's important to realize that for each tax there should be 1 record per product. So 3 taxes to product, if are applied, there should be 3 rows for that product. So another optional columns are tax is flat. That's very the same as for the discounts, because if you want the tax to be flat, not percentage, you can use this. You can set it to false, to true later, and the text will not be percentage but flat. You can also make it global, and you can use this flag which says that this text will be applied only to the the value of this text will be 0 to the customers with tax registration ID. So this is another option. So these 3 columns are required. So this is my table, and once I have my table created, I can go through all the items in the shopping cart, and for each item I can create that rows with custom taxes. So of course this is the creation in the code, but in typical scenarios you will go through the items in your shopping cart, you will create some request or something like that, and ask for the taxes to online service. Then you will decode the response and create that data set from the response. So this is only manual creation of the taxes, but in a real situation you will create the request to the online service or tax online service calculation and then decode the response. So as you can see, if the product is A, I will add only this tax. If the product is B, I will add 2 another taxes. If the product is C, I will skip taxes because it's tax-free, and to all other products I will apply tax C with 5%. So that's how the example works. These methods are my private methods. As you can see, it only set the values to the corresponding columns in the row, so it's quite easy to understand. I can turn the customization and we'll demonstrate it later again. Simply commerce module, custom tax class. Okay, so that was the tax class taxes calculation, and now let's have a look at the so first let's make a summary of this scheme. So I showed you how to customize the base price, the catalog discounts, shopping cart discounts, and now the taxes. So after all the customizations, you have a total price of the product, and once there are all the total prices of all products, it's used for the calculation of the total price of the whole order. So there was a question at the beginning about the shipping calculation and customizing the shipping calculation. It's another example here. It's all about creating custom shipping option provider, which inherits from shipping option info provider. All you need to do is to override calculate shipping internal method. Again, shopping cart data is accessible in this method, so you can use them. You can calculate shipping based on any condition. In this case, the example says that if the user of the shopping cart is in VIP role, it's free shipping, because for some particular reasons there is no shipping for VIP customers. If it is not VIP customers, let's check his address. So I will use address API to return address info. Let's get the country of the shipping address by this line of code, and if the country name is US, is different from US, so let's add another extra shipping charge to the standard shipping. this is called from this this value is obtained from the standard settings. From version 6 you can create your custom settings in Site Manager Development Custom Settings, and design of code does only that it returns the value of shipping extra charge custom setting. So it's your custom setting, or of course you can save your settings also in webconfig as well. So this is how you can customize the shipping calculation. I don't think it's necessary to demonstrate it, because it's pretty easy to understand it from the code. So again, you can connect it to the online service calculations, like you can create a request from the shipping address, which is here, because there is a shipping address ID. So all the data of the address the order should be shipped to are in this property or variable, and after the request is created, you can obtain the response from the shipping calculation service, and based on the response you can increase or decrease the shipping charge and display to the customer. So this is the place where you should connect your shipping calculation services. Calculate shipping internal. Let's have a look at the result of the previous customization. It was about taxes. So as you can see, my shipping cart, here are the taxes. So this is product A, so here is tax A, and this is product B, so these are the taxes for product B. If I add another product which is different from A and B, there will be tax C, so or D, or how it's called. So as you can see, the taxes are really calculated and assigned to the products based on the custom code. So it has nothing to do with the taxes which are assigned to the product through the UI. So this is the way how you can customize the taxes. So shipping calculation, I will not demonstrate it. As I said before, it's quite clear from the code. Are you okay with that? If so, I would like to move to the last example, and it's shopping cart customization, or the customization of the action which is called after the product is added to the shopping cart. Why? Imagine the typical situation. You would like to add another product to the shopping cart when customer adds product. For example, when a customer wants to add product A to the shopping cart, you would like to add product B to the shopping cart automatically. So some kind of gift, or it doesn't mean that the product B will be for free. Just it will be added automatically to the shopping cart without any action from the customer side. So that's the example is about. So you need to customize. So it's not about the customization of the calculation process, but about the customization of the adding items to the shopping cart. There is a in shopping cart item or in shopping cart info provider, there is a method called add shopping cart item. So all you need to do is to override it. The parameters are shopping cart, so this is the cart the item should be added to, and the shopping cart item parameters. This is the class which represents the configuration of the product, which is just being added to the shopping cart. So you can find there like SKU ID of the product, units of the product, if this product option or text product option, there is a text of the product option which is added to the shopping cart. If this donation, there is a value of the amount of the money should be added to the shopping cart. So it depends on the type of product. Simply, it's the configuration of the product which should be added to the shopping cart. So shopping item parameters. So what I will need to do. First, I will add the product to the shopping cart, and then if the product which was added to the shopping cart is product A, this is condition, then try to find the product B in products catalog. This is this method. It returns. We do not have in version 6 method with where condition which will return SKU info directly. So you will need to use method which returns dataset and then create SKU info from the dataset. So this is not so user-friendly, but it works. So you will need to find the product B in the database. If it is found, it's here. You can create the abstraction of the product B, SKU info, and then configure the product, because as I said, you need to the products are added to the shopping cart through the shopping cart items parameters class. This is the configuration. So you need to create that configuration. All you need to do is to use simple constructor with parameters SKU ID and quantity. All other things are done automatically. So the SKU ID of the product B, which should be added to the shopping cart, is returned from this, because this is the data of the product B. So it's the SKU ID of the product B and the quantity. And the quantity is equal to the quantity of the product A. So items parameters, it is the original configuration of the product A. So it will be added in the same quantity as the product A was added to the shopping cart. So once I have my configuration of the product B, I can call set shopping cart item method. It is the method which ensures that the product B will be added to the shopping cart. It can even if the product B is already in the shopping cart, this method is able to update its quantity as well. So this method ensures either adding or updating the product in the shopping cart. It's similar to the method in a standard API. You have set customer info, and the method ensures both adding and updating customers. So set shopping cart item ensures adding and updating products in the shopping cart object. This add shopping cart item ensures only adding. And there's also another method which is called update shopping cart item, and it ensures only update. So simply in set shopping cart item, there are some checks whether item already exists, and in that case, the update shopping cart item is called. If the item is not in shopping cart, the add shopping cart item is called, because it should be added first. So as you can see, the code is quite simple, and you can do any action after the product is added to the shopping cart. You can notify the customer, you can add another product, you can do whatever you want, and you should use the customization of this method. I can show it to you right now as well. Do we have more customizations? Order info, provider shipping, we went through all of them already. Yes. Okay. Shipping. So that was all the examples I wanted to show you. Let's move to the presentation papers. So that was the shipping, that was the product I did right now. If you do not have any questions, I would like to thank you for your time. In fact, it was my first webinar, so it was quite hard for me to guess the time we need to go through all the examples. But I believe when I will do more webinars, it will be better for me. It's also quite difficult to talk to the screen and do not see anybody and explain the things in this way. So thank you. Here are the questions. Any on the hook and define requirements? Yeah, so there are some questions from you, so I would like to answer them. So first question is about adding, if it is possible to configure the relation of the, or if it is possible to configure the customization of adding product B automatically to the shopping cart in the UI. It's not possible to configure this kind of discounts and this kind of customizations in the UI. We think about creating some kind of condition builder or discounts builder in version 8. Maybe we will do some base part in version 7, but it's quite complicated, and we will need to do some significant changes. But I would like to create some kind of general discounts when you will be able to configure it. How many times should be it used? Whether it's configured, whether it is applied automatically or based on the discount coupon, the condition, the discount is applied, or the condition which express to which products the discounts should be applied, and so on and so on. So you can expect some kind of discounts builder in version 8, and maybe the base part will be also in 7, but it's not a promise. But concerning the discount, concerning the configuring the, maybe I will write. It's quite difficult to copy the question from the question box. There is no way to highlight it. Just the question was if it is possible to configure yeah. So I had the example for the customization when I add product A to the shopping cart, so the product B should be added automatically in the shopping cart too. So I needed to do it in the code. There's no way to configure it in the UI because there's some condition, and as I said before, we do not have tools for doing this kind of customization for the UI controls right now. Other questions? Do you have any guidance for rearranging the steps of the checkout process? In the past, you had to go into each ACX control and configure certain values so that the next page gets the proper values. Yes, it's quite complicated. Or in the current version, you have only the possibility to arrange the whole shopping cart process in the UI, in e-commerce settings, configuration or configuration settings. Here, checkout process. So simply you need to register your custom controls or arrange the existing controls and create our shipping process. The issue is that some of the steps expect that certain information is in the shopping cart. For example, you can't move all the previous step at the beginning because you need to have some currency selected, shopping cart content, and other stuff. So there is no guideline or yeah, exactly. Yeah. The problem is, as I wanted to say, is that there is no easy way to arrange them and know that it will work. You need to ensure that the step you would like to move or create will have the all required data. So be careful about moving them and rearranging them, because it can have some issues, because the data need to be entered in the previous steps. Okay, so that was all the questions. It means strict shipping options. It was answered. Arrange move existing controls. Okay, I think I answered all your questions. So thank you guys for watching and listening. I will try to do more e-commerce webinars, or also feel free to write me some feedback to my email. What themes are you interested in, or what kind of customizations you would like to see, or maybe I should write it in my blog. I think that there are a lot of themes worth mentioning, so feel free to write me an email. Thank you all, and see you later on another webinar. Bye.